Hi, Simon. Thanks very much indeed for being the headline sponsor, Data on Demand, really supporting the Credit Services Association annual conference on the 12th of September, UKCCC as we call it, at the Burton-on-Trent headquarters of the Football Association, St George's Park. Really looking forward to it and very much appreciate it. What's the sort of issues and the aspect of the conference that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, thanks, Chris. I think it's for us, we've been members of the CSA now for I think coming up to 4 years, and it's been quite interesting to see the kind of evolution of the interaction we've had with the sector through that time. I was having a chat with our CEO the other day about the kind of the choice to headline with you guys. And that's driven through it being the main sector in terms of where our client base is. And when the first one that I came to, I think, was in 2021 when you had your event. I'm pretty sure it was in Newcastle. And looking at the transition of our business over the time of that first event to this one, we had, when we came to that conference, one kind of collections and recovery client. And ironically, when we get through to the 24 conference this year, we will have 24 clients within the kind of debt recovery and collection sector. So it's been a real change for us in terms of the scale of the business and the number of your members and kind of general sector businesses that we're actually supporting. So I think a lot of that is down to the engagement we've had through the CSA, the interactions we've had at the conferences. So I think it's really exciting for us to get from being that kind of challenger space to being in a position where we're at a stage where we feel that headlining is a good investment for us and a good access to the people in the sector.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't really work as a trade body without all of the companies involved. Obviously, member firms directly; those are the debt collection agencies, the debt purchase community coming along, getting involved. But it's the waterhole space where we want lots of the players to come and find out what's going on in the sector, right? So, your sponsorship for the conference helps make it happen. And we've got a pretty good program, I hope. Some good speakers from all the different sort of political and regulatory corners of the world. So we've sort of got a couple of plenary sessions opening up, looking at the economics of the year ahead. Liam Halligan from Telegraph and elsewhere helping guide that through. Then we've got all sorts of breakout sessions, state of the market, what's going on with regulation, a sort of customer-focused strand as well. And then we'll bring it together at the end with the FCA coming along and speaking, because they're obviously really important for the consumer credit side of things. And then Pippa Creer from The Guardian, their correspondent, giving us the sort of political change with what's going on. Now we've got a new government. So honestly, I mean, we've covered pretty much most of the bases. And hopefully with your support and those of others, we'll have a really good event.
Yeah, I think there's the sessions are always really insightful. I think there's a few this year. I like the kind of split in terms of the consumer focus streams as well. I think a lot of the stuff that we do with businesses is related to helping them to kind of better engage with their customers, with the end consumer. So that's probably going to be the focus for us in terms of some of those sessions and the streams that break out. But also the wider pieces, you mentioned some of the challenges, regulatory and also economic, that the sector has faced. I think it's always good to hear from the FCA. I think the consumer duty is the thing that's being discussed in most boards across any kind of financial services business at the moment. So any insights we can get and the chance to kind of engage with the regulators is always really useful. And on top of that, let's not forget the after dinner speaker, which I'm definitely looking forward to. I think they're getting a chance to hear from Kevin Keegan's going to be on the list for quite a few people, I think.
Well, we couldn't exactly hold a conference at the home of English football without getting a speaker who was pretty relevant to that. So yeah, Kevin Keegan should be doing the CSA Awards for us, and I know a lot of firms have been nominated, shortlisted for that as well. So it's going to be a really good event. Who could possibly not have already booked for that? But if they haven't, or if people watching this thinking, well, might want to come along, we put up a slide shortly and show details, not just of how to contact yourselves, data on demand, but also how to get the booking arrangements for the conference. So thanks very much, Simon. Really appreciate it and look forward to the 12th of September.
Thanks, Chris.